Greetings, YouTube. Happy Monday. I have to admit, with the hype of the daily special being as incredible as it's ever been with a Nexus class-based daily deal, although I still remind you that statistically speaking, will most likely mean that you'll still see nothing but 3 and 4 stars on several days. But a 4-star champion for $5 with all the extras is still a really good deal, and still something that I encourage people who are Cavalier and above to try, because if you get a 5-star or especially a 6-star, I don't care if it's Groot, for $5, that's just the best $5 you've spent. But with that being said, we have featured items returning in the store to help get new champions and rank up existing champions, improving champions, etc. And so for those of you who are uncollected and Cavalier, you'll gain access to your own list of items during this time. So if the Cavalier is different than the uncollected, I will not be able to see the uncollected. However, my strategy in these videos is to take a little bit more time than usual to not only say what the best and worst items to buy is, but most importantly, it's to say how much of each should you buy. Because unlike normal things, like say if you go to Walmart, or especially this is why Costco is so effective, if you buy in bulk, that lowers the price of each good. Kabam, it's the opposite. The first thing you buy is normally insanely cheap, like 1,000 5-star shards for 18 units. Are you kidding me? But then after each purchase, it goes up to where by the time you're buying a 5-star, it's 350 units. Now, I think that's still a really good price. Are you kidding me? A 5-star for 350 units, that's essentially saying you're going to buy a 5-star for a little bit more than $10. So right off the bat, a 5-star for 350 units, I would absolutely throw 350 units at that and not think twice about it. That is the best unit regular offer we have seen ever for 5-star shards. So already starting with an incredible opening. This week, Kabam is just killing it with their player specials. All right, now this is obviously half as many 5-star shards, and they start off with half as many units, but that means you would have to buy the full 20 of these, and that is almost double what the 10 is on the left. So for me, I would do 10 of these. I'd spend 182 additional units on 5,000 5-star shards, but if I am limited on units, there's no question. Skip the 500 5-star shards per and just buy 10 of these, and be thankful that you did. So check mark here, kind of an X in the middle. Now here's what I also love: generic 5-stars for 11 units. That's amazing. Now, essentially, it starts getting decently expensive after 10. I would not buy, because if 10 costs $222, 20 costs $747, like the airplane. I wouldn't go all the way to there. I would say the best deal would probably be to buy 5 of these for 77 units. That's an A level value. And then 10 for $222 lowers it to about a B. But a B value is still not bad. But I would not spend more than my units on 10 of these. And by the way, I do have quite a few excess units, as you can see in the top right. And so I will be buying definitely 10 of these, and definitely at least 5 of these for Wolverine. So I'm going to be putting my my units where my mouth is. Now, 5-star signature stone crystals, I would not spend a unit on these. Isn't it crazy? I mean, I think, are these +2s? It says 2 buy it. Oh, I guess just it's 2 5-star class-based for 18, so 9 apiece. But no, I think you skip that altogether, because the generics guarantee you any 5-star champion from any class up a sig, and then the RNG comes into play with the 5-star signature stone crystals. So just skip the signature stone crystals altogether and go with the generics. That's an even greater example of a difference in value. All right, 5-star shards. These, of course, are very valuable, as we're getting a new, 6-star shards. Boy, you can already tell that 4 hours of sleep kicking in. These are incredibly valuable because, as you know, these things are going to be used starting tomorrow, especially for the new 6-star featured crystal. And for most people, I think they're just going to skip that 6-star featured crystal and be excited to open a ton of basics, because if you've been hunting 6-star Apocalypse or 6-star Cosmic Ghost Rider or 6-star Professor X, well, guess what? They are now in the 6-star basic crystal. It is your time to shine for 10,000 6-star shards. All right, so let's see what 5 of these will cost. 2,500 6-star shards for 350 units. That's incredible. That's an incredible price. 10 is 1,000 units. So half of a 6-star. I don't know why I keep saying 5-star. Half of a 6-star for 1,000 units. I still think that's a good price. I do. But once you get past that, if you were to go a full 6-star, that would cost more than $100 worth of units. And I do not think that. I think that's a C to C minus value, but 5,000 6-star shards for 1,005, that's an A value, given what we've seen Kabam charge for 6-star shards. So I'd buy 10 of those, and I'm going to spend 1,000. One of these next videos I'll do probably tonight, I'll show just what I bought in the store with my units, and I'll probably have a budget of about 3,000 units that I'll spend in this. A legendary crystal for 57 units. Yes, that's basically a 4-star for 57 units, but I think buying one of these, I probably only would buy one because chances are you're going to get a 4-star, but I would support that. Not before the 5-star generic 6 stones, the 5-star shards, or the 6-star shards, though. Tier 1 alphas, I wouldn't buy more than 100 units worth, and so maybe 5. But if I, again, am pressed for a limited amount of units, I would never buy Tier 1 alphas before the 5-star shards, the 5-star 6 stones, or the 6-star shards. All right, now let's talk about Tier 2 Alpha, because 4 of these get you a fully formed. You can get a Tier 2 Alpha for 132 units. That's an incredible value. Compare that so you can get a Tier 2 Alpha for the same price. This is how crazy this is. As 6 Tier 1 Alpha. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I would 100%, and I'm going to do that, buy one of these, buy 130 units. I'm just going to buy a fully formed, which is 4 of those. Tier 4 basic, 2 of those is the same price as a Tier 2 alpha. That's a joke. The Tier 4 basic, not nearly as valuable. Now here, oh my gosh, a 1% Tier 5 class catalyst fragment selector, 4 units. So we saw a 10%er go for $50 in cash. This is obviously more than $50, but 5% is 672 units, and I think that is still a very solid offer. If you're a whale and you don't care about units and you're going to purchase everything no matter what, you're going to spend the 1,928, but for the average person, including myself, I would spend 672. I think that's the A value. And then it just decreases down to about a B minus value by the time you get up here. But it's for units, right? The best part is that you get free-to-play players who can hoard units and take advantage of these daily specials, and that's awesome. Tier 5 basic, I wouldn't spend more than 100 units on these because of how easy they are to get, especially in the Glory Store. So, I would actually put the 109 units. I wouldn't buy those now. I would rather get those in the $5 daily specials this week and instead use those units on the Tier 5 Class Catalyst fragments. Speaking of which, I know that this is 2%, but it's a fragment crystal. I don't think this is a good value at all because it still is RNG dependent and it's still going to give you the class you don't need. Now, if you've got a bunch of units you want to throw around and try, so be it. But you're going to miss on the majority of those crystals. This thing, even though it's 1% instead of 2%, is so infinitely more of a guaranteed value than the fragment crystal. Wow. And then the Tier 4 Class Catalyst selectors, I think probably I wouldn't buy more than one of these just because of how easy it is to get Tier 4 Class Catalysts. But 1 for 68 units is a good price. I would not buy a 25%. Even for 13 units, I'd rather spend those 13 units on a 5-star signature stone, generic. Wow. So we just went through a ton of items. And I know that I try to keep videos under 10 minutes, and I just looked up and I was hoping I was at 9 minutes, but I was at 10 minutes. So sorry for those of you who really enjoy my channel, because I never try to hit that double ad 10-minute mark. I'm sorry that this video goes over that, but I said at the beginning, it's a little bit longer than video normally because I want to take my time and actually go through these. Clearly, the best values are the 1% Tier 5 Class Catalyst Fragment Selectors. They are the 9,000 Tier 2 Alpha Catalyst Fragments per purchase. They're the 500 6-star Hero Crystal Shards, the generic 5-star Signature Stones, and the 500 per 5-star Hero Crystal Shards. I'm going to be purchasing all of those in a separate video probably this afternoon when I take a break. But in the meantime, let's end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video helps those of you Cavalier players out there who need help deciding not only what to buy, but how much of it before the value drops. That's why this video is here. And really, that's why my channel is here.